They're lying, they're full of and all they want to fucking do is ruin my reputation because they're trying to exact revenge on me for doing something they don't like because they're mental. Even the fucking Maltese will suffer for what they're fucking doing as well. The Maltese will get exactly every horrible thing to happen to them. Every bad thing that's even remotely possible in this world will be done to them because they are a part of the problem. Multiverse Sonic, Rookie Jaws, Fallen Star, Multiverse Shout, Multiverse Go-Go, whoever the fuck? He's a fucking worthless little cunt! A fucking nobody! A little fuckwit who needs to die!
Saying that he comes off a bit strong is kind of an understatement. A self-centered professional victim who blames the world for his problems while conducting himself like an ingrate, incapable of learning or understanding that his actions have consequences. So who is Gage? Purityverse Gage, also known by his handle on YouTube as Gage the Hedge Fox, is a YouTube content creator who mainly produces videos role-playing in the Sonic fandom using VRchat as a medium. From what I've been able to gather, it's just a bunch of cringy, low-effort, low-edited content involving mostly children, and I can tell you right off the bat, this dude shouldn't be within a football field's length of a child at any time. For the past month or two, Gage has been broiled in controversy concerning his association with, as well as disgusting conduct with minors in the space. Mentioned previously, constant death threats, spreading rumors, indecent acts, and completely oblivious nature to those he's impacting with zero accountability on his part. How Gage conducts himself online should be a testament to parental negligence in the highest magnitude. Someone who clearly doesn't know how to act and chooses to engage in actions befitting one of a predator, whose sole purpose is to cause harm to those around him and gaslight children into believing he's their friend so he can engage in his sick fantasies. Given how he acts on camera, I can only imagine how he acts when the film isn't rolling.
Yeah, sure, buddy. Like, I'm supposed to believe that fucking nonsense. Yeah, I told you to kill yourself, I told your friends to kill themselves, and I told them to kill themselves. Blah, 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 blah. Cry me a river. I've been surrounded by people who wanted to fucking kill me ever since I was fucking
Unfortunately, you called him a terrorist the other day.
Yes.
Do you know the weight of that?
Yes, I know the weight of that. The people who claim to be minors are either people who are pretending to be minors and are actually adults who catfish people.
No, they're not.
Yes,
no, they're
they
not.
are.
They're not
Yes,
catfishing.
They
I know that though.
I know that because I've been through this my entire life over and over again. No, you don't want to know. You think
did
I
tell you to kill
actually
yourself?
did things with a fucking minor? Even if I did, how the hell was I supposed to know if they're a minor or not? And it's not a child. It's a literal adult pretending to be a child.
Unfortunately, YouTube only really cares about engagement. Given the story and its potential to prevent more harmful acts, if you watch until the end and after you make your own conclusions or research the situation, consider leaving a like and a comment. It would help me out a lot to hopefully reach the ears of those who could become victims themselves. Back to the video. To lay out a couple of key players in this controversy, we have a few names: Multiverse Sonic, Fish Sticks, Fallen Star VA, and Blaze Jahaze, who's been covering the story thus far. Multiverse Sonic, the larger creator in the Sonic roleplay niche, who's been around for quite a long time by his own account. Apparently he's been dealing with Gage over the last few months, threats, rumors, and general harassment. Fallen Star VA is another creator in the space who's had close contact with Gage, but eventually had to cut contact due to Gage's persistent harassment and weird parasocial behavior towards him.
We move on to the confrontation with Gage and Fallen. If you didn't know already, while I was doing my interview with Multiverse Sonic, we took a peek into how deranged Gage is. Gage was trying to use Fallen to get to Multiverse Sonic, which is just crazy. But after Fallen realized what was happening, she confronted Gage about his behavior, and yet again, he tried to flip the narrative saying he wasn't in the wrong, but saying it in the worst way. Hey, I know you don't trust me and think I am trying to use you and Nick like everyone else, but I'm not one of them, I assure you. And yes, you don't know that, and still have to get to know me, even though you were not interested, so I'll just give you space and leave you guys alone. I never said that I think you're trying to use me. I'm just a bit peeved that you keep bringing it up in statuses in the server, like, oh, I'm so sad I'll never meet Nick. Woe is me. That's what peeves me. I don't have any other issue otherwise. I'm not doing this on purpose. It is because of evil people. I am picking up energetic, which is making me act like that. I feel like shit all the time because of it, and I start to develop their shitty personalities without being consciously aware of it. My real personality is calm and funny and cute, and a bit spastic, but nothing too crazy. You have control of your own actions. Don't try to dodge the blame here. I'm not, and I don't always have control over my actions. This is something you nor anybody else understands. Whatever, dude, just try to stop that. Okay? Okay? Get mad at me all you want, but behavior like that is not okay, and I'm not gonna baby you and sugarcoat it. You're an adult. own up to your actions. That's not what this is. I am not acting like a child. Hell, I'm not even being myself at times like that. I am that way because of the negativity I am surrounded by, from mental cases and other types of evil people I have in my area where I live at. You're trying to put blame on other things when all you need to do is think before you act and speak. Take a second and say, hey, wait a minute, is this actually me or something else? Are you kidding me right now? No, I'm not. You need to think before you act in general. You are such a spoiled little brat, you know that? I tried to be nice and respect your boundaries, and this is how you were gonna act all because of something I couldn't help? You know what? Fuck you, Nick and the others. I don't need this, and I should have never given you a chance, since you are just straight up narcissistic, self-absorbed, egotistical assholes who only care about yourselves and money. Look who's acting like a child now after I only told you to own up to your actions, and then you blocked her after they called you out on your weird behavior.
Blaze has been instrumental in my investigation in this entire situation, as well as giving me some info and the nail in the coffin for Gage. If you enjoy edits or want to check out his 44-minute or hour-long breakdown and confrontation between Gage and Multiverse, I highly suggest checking him out. I won't be covering every detail involving this controversy, but I'd be remiss not to present some of the most damning evidence outside of the numerous clips and logs that are out there. Gage being the erubescent cringe lord that he is, of course, there are ERP chat logs, and I'm gonna let Blaze explain and allow you to read them for yourself.
You would begin to RP with this cupcake, and the only reason I say this is because I'm not sure if they are a adult or a cupcake. The levels I've heard was 32 and level 15, so take this with a grain of salt.
Even with the context of someone lying about their age, we already know from his previous statement that it's his only defense. Touting people lying about their age instead of taking the responsibility and due diligence to vet the people he's talking to. As a 27-year-old man who talks to kids in his free time, you'd think it'd be a requirement before engaging in sexual activities with anyone. A premier example is his YouTube comments where he's flirting with a girl very clearly still in high school if he even bothered to check her profile. But if anything, I know undoubtedly that Gage couldn't give less of a shit about whether or not someone's a minor, given the nail in the coffin. In one of his more recent videos, Gage goes on a 26-minute rant, providing no evidence and taking no accountability for multiple heinous actions, with proof that he's already committed to creators in the space and minors alike, while crying about being held accountable for all the things that he's done in recent months. Saying that, I'd like to speak to you directly, Gage. You deserve what's coming to you. You deserve to feel the crushing weight that your actions have brought onto you. I feel no remorse for you, and my only hope is that no children ever have the misfortune of gracing your presence. For this final clip, Gage is engaging with a confirmed 11-year-old. Listen for yourself.
This really hot lesbian girl just came up to me and sat in my lap, and for some reason she like moved her hips around, I guess, to get comfortable on my lap, and it started making me get hard against her. Now I got really nervous. I got really embarrassed about this. I was scared. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. But I just sat there, didn't do anything, didn't say anything. I was scared that I would, I didn't want to make her upset. I didn't want to, offend her in any way. And she had a really nice ass.
Okay, Gage, you wanna know a story? What? Okay, it's about Hawk Sonic. From Hawk Sonic.
Yeah, it was Hawk Sonic who was, sitting on my lap.
No, Gage,
okay.
No.
Okay.
You...
Yeah, and I hope you noticed you had your boobs rested in my face and it was hot.
So be. I came from the mud, no silver student sight. Had to hustle in the dark just to bring my life some life. You can check the stats, I ain't losing any fight. Now I'm flexing on the throne, every move is air.